Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Task Force Questionable. I am Kinetic, and this is Craft to Exile. So at the end of the last episode, we spent some time going into the Nether, mostly driving myself insane, because with our rule of any armor and weapon that I use to defeat a boss has to kind of get retired to the Hall of Memories, which, spoiler, I still have not done any more work. I've been kind of annoyed the past week with how last week's episode turned out, so haven't really moved anything over. So, but with the fact that I had to retire this armor set and these two pieces of armor, or two weapons, not pieces of armor, I had to retire those. My trip into the Nether wasn't exactly the most fruitful. It was very infuriating. Dang it, it should be nighttime. And so it's going to be really hard for us to go into the Nether and actually do anything until we get some armor. So I think today I'm going to do some gearing up and basically get myself a set of good armor. By good armor, I mainly mean crafted armor. I'm gonna go mining, get some more iron because we are dangerously low. We have a ton of copper, but unfortunately I can't use that for much. I don't think anyways. Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, I can use it to make armor souls, but nothing that's actually gonna be useful. So I think that's going to be the plan for today. Go mining, and I'll explain kind of what I'm thinking with this series currently, because we do have some level up points. We did level up a couple times despite the infuriating trip to the Nether. We'll go ahead and do our talents first, like normal, just because putting in those getting those stats before we apply the other ones could be very beneficial. Okay, after looking through a little bit and seeing that any bonuses that we want to our scythes are going to be over here, I think our shortest route is going to be to go ahead and take the +1 strength here, +1 strength here, +1 intelligence, and +1 intelligence. That gets us within range of getting these +% bonuses to our scythe damage, as well as access to another jewel slot within the next upgrade or two, depending on where we end up putting points. That being said, we also have access to elemental resistances and elemental damages, skill damages, and attack damages, all within the next several level ups if we want to go that route. We also have area of effect and resource costs available to us. So lots of stuff available to us in the next couple upgrades, depending on which direction we want to go. That being said, I did not look at any kind of loot I got from the last trip to the Nether. I pretty much got off right after I ended the episode because I was annoyed by how little we were able to survive in there. So let's go ahead and look at that. So legendary boots are good. That's a lot of prefixes and good suffixes. So that's definitely getting put on. Well, that's one less piece of armor we have to craft. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the two boots in the salvaging table. I know we kind of got in trouble for this last time, but I'm not too worried because they're common rarity boots and we're about to craft hopefully at least rare tier. Also, I want to put this Stardust jewel in because I believe that's going to be better. 3.4% bleed chance and 0.5 dexterity, or we can get 1.3 dexterity. Actually, it's really not that great for what we have. The bleed chance is going to be better due to the bleed chance on the scythe we currently have. So yeah, maybe we don't. We'll go ahead and toss that out. It'll pick up into our backpack. We will throw that in there. Okay, so there's already pants here that we can use. There's helmets we can go ahead and throw a soul on. So we're really just looking for chest plate. So we have enough iron to go ahead and make a chest plate. Now the issue is going to be, do we have enough iron to make the gear souls that we want? So 9 iron total and we only have 5? No. So we do still need to go mining, which is unfortunate, but not too big of a deal. Gives me a little bit of time to go ahead and tell you what I'm thinking or how I want this series to kind of go. Okay, so I teleported out here to the ancient temple, or abandoned temple I should say, just to kind of get us in a fresh location for mining, because most of the stuff around base hasn't been that great in general. Plus I think we've cleared out most of the iron from those immediate caves. So we're out here to try and look for some more iron. In the process, some more ore there. In the process, I've kind of been thinking about how I want this series to go, and while I love this style of series, the RPG, Minecraft has gotten to the point of recording series I would prefer to do with friends, so with the rest of the task force group. And so I'm thinking about kind of splitting this mod pack up into possibly doing seasons. So where the rest of this, the first part of this mod pack goes pretty quickly. Act 1 and 2 is standard Minecraft progression of go through the overworld, go through the Nether. So that's pretty simple. I'm not too worried about that part. Surviving in the Nether is going to be the annoying part. But aside from that, once we defeat the Nether, or the Wither, once we get out of the Nether and defeat the Wither, we might call that quits for the end of season 1 of this mod pack. So that'll basically be getting us to the end of Act 2. Depending on how many side quests we do, might be if we finish it. But that'll free me up to do some more games that are easier for me to record without having to come up with a whole bunch of stuff to do. I'm thinking about a couple games. I want to do some GTFO because I like the shooter extraction style, stealth style that goes along with that game. I might do a vanilla Skyrim playthrough, as I still have not, I know the game is forever old, but I have not actually done a full playthrough of Skyrim. So that's something I am looking forward to. Other things could be something like Astroneer, or I don't know, me and John might do a 7 Days to Die series at some point. Maybe do a Black Ops 3 veteran co-op campaign, who knows. But those are games that have a preset story and don't really have a whole lot that I would have to make my own decisions on, and therefore would allow me to just kind of get in and play without having to do a whole lot of preparation beforehand. Oh, nice. And so yeah, I might do that. We might call it quits after we beat the Wither, at least for now, and then pick up a little bit later on down the road and come back for some of the other bosses. Maybe when I'm either a little bit more experienced at recording solo series, or just whenever I feel the need to hop back to the Minecraft RPG. Because I do love this mod pack, don't get me wrong. I love the idea behind it. I love all of the mechanics. It's just having to figure out what I need to do each session. And also only having them a week apart while I am still in college is kind of rough, because that puts a time constraint on me and on whoever I am getting to edit my video. Edit my video, whether that be me, one of the other task force guys, or another outsourced editor. I would prefer not to have to put that kind of stress on us. So having something that I can just kind of sit down without much preparation or much between recording work would be very nice. And so we might be kind of switching over to that. Gotten 24 iron, so we could now head back and make it, but I do, just in general, want to get some more. but I also see a pillager encampment over here, so we're gonna go deal with those boys. I see another cave over here, I think. So I think we might go delving underground. Honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, I probably could have just used some of those leather armor pieces and gone with that and not wasted the iron. Because with the minus slash stats, not much is actually determined by the material the armor is made out of. So diamond and iron, at least as far as I'm aware, won't have a whole lot of difference. So I probably could have just made leather and been done with it, but we're gonna need iron in anyways for a lot of stuff we want to make along the road. If we ever get to a refined storage system, that'll be one of the things that'll take a good amount of iron, as well as quartz, which is why we were grabbing some in the Nether last time we were there. As for a series that I could do in possibly the future, drop some in the comments. I want to hear from you guys, see what it is y'all would like to see on the channel, whether it be group stuff or solo stuff, one way or the other. Let us know. We have a running list of what video or what series and stuff we want to do between all of the members of Task Force Questionable. So, you know, maybe I don't pick up, maybe you suggest a series and I don't pick it up, but someone else does. Who knows? So just, you know, give us some suggestions. It never hurts to have a plethora of ideas to go make a series off of. So, you know, feel free to do that if you ever get the chance. Yeah, in all seriousness, if you have a series that you want to see happen here on the channel, please feel free to let us know. Sometimes we tend to run out of ideas, and as such, it's nice to have. It's nice to have ideas on the back burner that other people have given us. There's some smelted iron. I don't know what this place is. And I'm pretty sure I missed the thing that shows up on the bottom. I forget what it's called. The name. Realizing I have a water bucket and I could have easily gotten up here. Oh. Interesting, so I guess that was a little pillager encampment. Or some kind of structure at least. Because I completed a quest for it, which is interesting. I should check my mining level and see if I'm still getting as much experience from... So I'm still at level 15 mining, which I believe... You'll have to take a look back at the minus slash professions. Yeah, I'm still in tier 0, so I'm still getting more experience from coal, iron, and copper. Good to know. I do believe there'd be a village this way, so we're gonna go check that out. Get some food going. A little bit of diversity going in our lives. I don't know what that sound was. Sounds like something down here. It is nighttime, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a sleep. Then we can check and see what the heck it was down here that was giving us some issue. Ah. Was whatever that little spirit guy was. Making the noises. Ooh, this might be an interesting village too. It looks like a castle over there. I'm seeing all of these botania flowers out and about as we're traveling, and I'm really wishing I would have gone ahead and made a flower pouch so I could just collect all of these. That way I don't have to worry about whenever I get around to botania. Yeah, I was right. There is a castle here. This is a nice little village place. A fortified village apparently is what it's called. It's a terralith. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and raid this place for whatever loot and whatnot we can find. I'm sure these villager guys won't mind one bit. Oh, hey, now we have it is only an uncommon and it's only level 14, so unfortunately we probably won't be using that. But on the bright side, we did get a new chestplate if we were worried about it. This place has been pretty much completely looted. We will head on to the next building. I was gonna say house, but I don't know if there's actually many houses. Ooh, we got another obelisk map. So we can do another obelisk when we get home too. I'm hoping we survive, but with how last time went, I highly doubt we will. Getting a lot of profession material, which is nice to see. Also, I've gotten a couple things of good quality rarities that I can strip down for crafting stones, so that's nice to see. I'm gonna try and save the castle for last just because I know that one's gonna take a hot second to get through, so may as well just wait a little bit. I also have to be really careful not to accidentally turn my effect on here. Oh, you mother trucker. Because I don't want to accidentally hit one of the village people. Because that would be very bad. They would be very pissed at me. And for some reason, I can't actually kill them. In a previous world, I've had pretty good weapons and armor. And yet, I can't actually kill them, so I'm just gonna not deal with the trying to kill village people. I still hear a bear, but I believe it's just, yeah, that little guy. I don't know where the other one is. I think we're pretty much to the point of taking this place on. There's a couple more on this side that I'll hit up at some point, but for the time being, let's see what our castle has in store for us. Bunch of food and profession material. I'm not gonna complain about the profession material because it's always good to have profession material, but it's not the greatest stuff here. I'll go ahead and take this animal. I know it's damaged, but it shouldn't be too much of a hindrance, I think. Should still allow us quite a bit of... No, maybe not quite a bit, but it should still allow us some either repairing of tools or applying enchantments. All that is waxed, or is oxidized copper, so I could theoretically turn that whole back into copper, but I don't really need it. I have a ton of copper at the house anyways. The skeletons seem to have a targeting issue. That's annoying. But you know, we're out and about, we're exploring, we may as well keep at it. Unfortunately, I don't believe this village had a waystone, which is really unfortunate. Does that mean there's no easy way of getting back here? Kind of sucks. Maybe we keep heading in this kind of southwest direction. We found an amethyst geode, so that's not too bad. I'd gotten some previously from a mining expedition, but I have no idea where that geode is anymore. So having this one kind of on the surface is not too bad at all. Okay, so we found some chocobos. I don't have a saddle on me, unfortunately. And I'm not entirely sure if I can make one. If I can make a saddle. Oh, chocobo saddles take it. Right. Okay. So I can't make saddles, but chocobo saddles I can make. I just need 2 string, a chocobo feather. Chocobos do drop, so I don't remember. Aim succeeded. So I'm going to hope and pray that I can get a chocobo feather from this guy. So a terrible person for this. I did get a chocobo feather though. Let's go. Okay, we can go ahead and dismiss all them. Just needed the feather. Piece of. I thought it was gonna rhyme. It was gonna be funny. Except I decided not to. Do I really not have a piece of leather on me? I do. Okay. I know I should have string. I should have string. Okay, I do have string. Good. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a chocobo saddle. Go ahead and pop that on him. And now we can zoom. Now we can zoom. So I found a ginormous cave a little ways back that I went ahead and marked just because I definitely want to come back and check it out. It seemed to have a structure in it, but I'm not exactly prepared or equipped to handle it right now, especially with the fact that we don't really have much armor. So I went ahead and marked it, and we'll come back to it. This village seems to not have a waystone, which sucks, but it does seem to have almost an old style Minecraft blacksmith, so we'll go ahead and check this out, see what they have to offer. Not a whole lot, but it did give us an iron chestplate. I'm wishing I wouldn't have made the other one now. Ah, they do have a waystone. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew these villages were supposed to have waystones. So we do have a waystone now all the way out here, so we're a decent bit away from Hero's Hearth, which is home, so it's not too bad. I think we'll continue exploring for just a little bit longer before we head back and start crafting up some armor. Okay, so we've come upon another decent sized cave up here. There seems to be some stuff, some darker stone down there that I want to go check out. So I'm gonna do this the old cheesy Minecraft way and place down a bucket so I can easily get back up. I'm gonna drop to this water. Go ahead and get my minions out so they can go deal with stuff as needed. There's also some iron here that I want, so that's another good thing to hop down here for. My summons seem to have a really big targeting issue. The fact that they didn't auto-target him makes me a little worried. Darn, I think... Okay, so this is black aggronite. Which is what I thought it was. Okay, we found some diamond. I need you guys to back up. Please. Oh. Y'all actually targeted him, but... Okay, so there's only 3 blocks here. Let's see how many diamonds we can get out of this. Yeah. Dump some stuff into my backpacks. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Fortune 3, and I only got 3 diamonds from that. That's rip off. Okay. But I mean, hey, we found diamond, so I can't really be that mad. 4 diamonds. Let's go. There's 8. Nope, that's infected diamonds. I did not see that. I should have seen that in the Wayla, but I did not. That's unfortunate, but I got 8 diamond termite shards. That's not the thing I wanted. 8 diamond termite shards. Not too bad. I was kind of sad that that wasn't actually a diamond, but beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so despite my earlier comment about not needing to get too lost, I did in fact get turned around and I have no idea where I am now. So, this is wonderful. Okay, so I need to be back this way. Cool. Sick, we made it back to the top, guys. This is why I like Ultimate. Being able to mine escape tunnels like this is such a nice thing to be able to do. Now, I need to get back to my chocobo. I think it's kind of funny. I do have the replay mod in here so I can do cinematic stuff like the last episode when we did the boss fight. It was fun to do, fun to kind of play around with the pathing there. And holy, what is that over there? Another structure we need to go check out apparently. But a lot of fun to mess around with, but also kind of funny because every time I open the map, it adds an event marker, despite the fact that I'm not currently recording using the replay mod. So it's kind of funny. The fact that it's just doing kind of whatever. Oh, it's a lighthouse. Interesting. And something tells me it might be a pain in the butt. Made an advancement at least. Found the lighthouse. I don't know if there's anything here in particular that we would want. So we'll take the note blocks because, you know, why not? I really wish there was dynamic lighting in this mod. It would make it a lot cooler. I mean, I won't say no to some iron ingots. Ooh, the bone blocks would be really nice. But I don't really have much of a need for. That's a lot of redstone though. Also, there's gonna be zombies up there. So the redstone's nice because it'll allow me to continue upgrading my, oh, what are they called? My storages. I can upgrade them to gold tier and then possibly to diamond. I don't remember if I stopped at iron tier with them or if I went ahead and got them upgraded further, but yeah. Also, it is currently night, so we'll go ahead. No, there's monsters nearby. Cool. So I guess I won't rest here. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, so we have a mutant creeper to deal with. And we have hardly any armor. Let's see if we can do this safely. Oh, Lucy's so dead, isn't she? Huh, Lucy surprisingly did not die. Cool. I think with the completion of that, we're going to head over to this village. Hopefully they have a waystone. If they do, we can activate it, and we should be able to get Lucy here back to base with us without much of a problem. It in fact was not a village, so that's unfortunate because it's not going to have a waystone. Which means we either need to find a village close or go ahead and just head back. This looks like it was a village. So either head back here or here. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go ahead and head back. And then we can get home and craft up our new gear souls and see what we get for stats before we close off this episode. Now that we're back in base, we've got Lucy here. Sorry, I kept calling it Lucy. This is very much a Lucky. We got Lucky here in the pen with the rest of the animals. Granted, they all have their smaller portions. All the chickens, the sheep, the cows. Cool. So I don't have to worry about them too much. Because Lucky's named, they'll be able to just kind of persist. We are to the point in the episode where we've pretty much accomplished everything we wanted. Except we're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of this iron smelting, as well as we've got some more coal there. We're gonna get a bunch of this iron smelting, and we're gonna try and get our gear souls crafted up so that we can go ahead and apply them, and hopefully not have to worry too much more about our armor situation when we go into the Nether. So that being said, oh my goodness, I didn't have to go through like any of that. I had a ton of iron already sitting here. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and turn these into straight blocks of iron. Because, you know, maybe they don't actually smelt faster that way, but it makes more sense in my brain. Also, I completely failed at separating those two. So, I can't put blocks of iron in there. That's alright, this is why we grabbed blast furnaces. I don't know if the blast furnaces... Are you kidding me? Did they change it? They did. Okay. So there's some mod packs that allow you to throw blocks of raw iron into the blast furnaces or regular furnaces to smelt large quantities of iron at a time, but apparently this mod pack does not have that. But it does seem that the bellows do work on the blast furnaces. So that's very nice. Now we want to make rare armor soul. that's 1 through 20. We want to make the level 20 to 41. Do we have enough celestial ore? That's going to be the real question. Oh, we're not going to have enough celestial ore. Darn. What are the odds I could buy some? There used to be a way you could get celestial ore from a shop, but I think they changed that, which kind of sucks. We will go ahead and leave off the episode there for the time being, just because I want to do a little bit more mining off camera to go ahead and get that mining skill up to level 20 so we can start getting the celestial ore. That way we can make our next tier of weapons and tools in the gear crafting, just because not having that celestial ore is going to be a pain in the butt, because we're only going to be able to make stuff that's basically only viable in the overworld and not in the nether, because it's going to be under level. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Go ahead, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and drop a like and a comment. It really helps us out, lets us know we're doing something right. Drop a subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Like I said, this will probably go on for a couple more episodes till we defeat the Wither, and then we'll kind of call it for quote-unquote season 1, until I can get back into the mood of Minecraft story. Most of the stuff that I have to come up with on my own. There is a little bit for this mod pack, but you know, I kind of want something that I don't have to do a whole lot of preparation between sessions for. So, that being said, let us know what you think of the video. Go ahead and leave a like, drop a subscribe. Check out our socials, check out our shorts. We got lots of stuff going up all over the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching.